Hello traders, this is Caroline Alizan, an associate and a graduate student of the Grok Trade Mentoring Program. It is Tuesday, December 7th of 2010 and we're looking at the Q's daily chart. Hope you're ready to analyze this pretty chart here with me, so let's get started. Wow! Look at this, we are making another high on the Qs today, but we're running, actually gapping up this morning in just to sell off a little bit more right after we opened. So that was a little bit of a surprise, and we beautifully closed that gap by the end of the day. So what it's telling me here is that we are more bearish than bullish at this point in time, even though we passed and actually busted through that area of resistance, which was a major area of resistance that I was talking to you about for quite a while here at the 5404 mark, which was the high that we made in early November, actually on November 9th. It was a key point and a key point to watch for, and we finally busted through it. And then we just made a new high, and then we sell off big time, closing the day below that key area of resistance at 5404, which is telling me that the bulls were not able to keep it up, and then they just finally gave up and bears took control over that day, closing that day lower below the 5404 mark. So what I am looking for here right now is a little bit of a retracement. So I would like to see it going down all the way down to that lower area of support right here, the 53.45 mark. And then the question is, are we going to put on a lower low? If we do, then the next key area to watch would be at the 53.45. So watch this area really closely once we go down, if we do that. So the first thing that we'll need to watch really closely would be that low of today, which is at the 53.82 mark. So pay really close attention to it. And as you can see, we closed the day today right at the open of yesterday. And we'll need to pay really close attention to that low at 53.82 mark. If we actually bust through it to the downside and then close below it, then we would be looking at some sell-off coming up pretty soon. So watch this area here really closely, and then once we do that, the next target stop would be at the 53.45 mark. And then the 8 moving average, which is acting as a pretty major area of support right now on our way down if we head lower. But if we do not go lower, then we'll need to again pay really close attention to the 54.04 mark to see if we will be able to sustain that high and continue higher, because it's a major and key area of resistance and support right now at resistance right now at this point in time. So the next thing that we'll need to watch is the MACD. We'll need to see if it's behaving the right way, if it's confirming any moves that we're going to get. The chart is telling me bearish at this point in time, and the MACD is still showing us a divergence. Actually, it's telling us that we're going north. Well, we're still bullish with another positive tick and with the MACD pointing higher. So watch this indicator pretty closely and look for confirmation. And as you can see, we're picking up some volume in here. So the question here is, are we putting on a top at this point in time? This candlestick is telling me that we're bearish. The MACD is not telling me that we are that bearish quite yet, so that's why we need to pay really close attention to it. But I do see an increase in volume, which is kind of confirming that bearish move. So watch these areas of support and resistance that I showed you here today and look for confirmation with the MACD. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.